Bendy might be the most infamous imaginary friend that fosters home for imaginary friends because of the whole getting removed from the show thanks to his poor reception. Actually, it's not even might, that's certainly enough to live in the Hall of Infamy. But funnily enough, he wasn't even the most destructive, chaotic imaginary friends that Bless fosters. And I know what you're thinking, but it's not Blue, despite all the BS he gets up to. No, I like to give that distinction to the one and only Wally, a character so maligned in the house that he only shows up once in the entire show and his only line is in the credits. In the episode The Big Picture, the Foster's house is preparing for picture day. In the midst of this preparation, Mac and Blue stumble upon a mystery that occupies their time. In one of the previous pictures, there is no one in the picture other than Madam Foster and Frankie, and in the next year, everyone looks insanely nervous. They figure it has to be the work of an imaginary friend that was playing pranks in the previous pictures, lovingly named Wally by Blue because he looks like a Wally. Yeah, we don't know his real name, which really doesn't help his case. Maybe it is his name though, because he responds to it when Blue meets him. Anyway, everyone refuses to explain what happened in the pictures, mainly because they don't want Blue to pull off the same prank, which is very valid. If it was just Mac, they probably would have told him, but you can't trust Blue with that type of knowledge. There's a lot of speculation about what it could have been, and Goo comes in to help out. Mac and Goo kind of give up though and assume that Wally told everyone the wrong time for the picture, which really doesn't make sense. Why would anyone trust Wally the prankster with that kind of task? Plus, there were other inconsistencies that weren't addressed. Blue doesn't give up though and figures out what really happened. There's a trapdoor under the main stairs, and when it was time for pictures, Wally opened the trapdoor leading to the picture we saw. It was so bad that they more than likely kicked him out of Foster's after this. He isn't in any more pictures and no one seems to like him anyway. Yeah, Blue ended up doing the same prank, but Wally seems like an unrepentant prankster. At least Blue has Mac balancing him out. Wally seems to recognize how much hurt he's putting people through, but he simply doesn't care. Blue and Bendy wish they were as bad as Wally.